All right, everyone. This is just the New Zealand against Fiji live stream, the quarter-final. Whoever wins this goes on to the semi-final, which will be played. And they're just going through the Fiji lineup now, the New Zealand lineup. It's a very cold night in England, especially down Holloway. Plus, you've got Guy Fawkes night on / bonfire night. If you can hear any banging and stuff like that, that's all the fireworks outside. The legal fireworks, I should say, actually. But I'll be doing play-by-play commentary tonight of the New Zealand against Fiji match. Of course, these two sides met in the 2017 World Cup quarter-final, where Fiji upset New Zealand. And a couple of the New Zealand players have already come out and said that they haven't forgotten that match. It's a small crowd tonight at the MKM Stadium in Hull. I'd probably say there's about 5,000 there, although the RFL will probably see there's 10,000 to fudge the records. They'll probably count the burger flippers and the doormen and everyone else in. And at the moment, they're just getting ready. They're just going through all the ceremony of the 13 seconds. No discrimination in rugby league. Jordan Rappin is about to kick off for New Zealand. All right there, Felix Force. So they're just going through a bit of the pomp and the bollocks that they have to go through. No discrimination, no racism. And there goes the siren. Kick off to New Zealand. New Zealand running from right to left. And Fiji with first touch of the ball. And Kamakamika takes the first hit up for Fiji. They go left. It's the first run for the number 4. Didn't quite catch his name there. He's tackled by Brandon Smith and by Joseph Tarpany. And here comes Corbin Sims, who I thought retired, but he's still playing. He plays the ball. They go left. And he's wrapped up by James Fisher-Harris, Bromwich and Tarpany. And I saw Solomona was in there, 4-man tackle. They go right. And they're just over the halfway line, Fiji. They need a good kick here. It goes deep down to Ronaldo Mulatalo. And he's tackled about 20 metres out from the line. Dylan Brown, acting half. That's Charles Nickel-Klokstad with a run there, Klukstad. Now the ball goes to Joey Mardu. And he's tackled there, 3-man tackle. Brandon Smith dummy half, they go right. Jerome Hughes. And nearly a half break by Asafa Solomona there already. And then Brandon Smith goes left, Joseph Tarpany. Tackle 4. They're already well into Fiji's half there. Brandon Smith dummy half, they go left. Dylan Brown steps, bombs it. And it's taken by the number 1, Turuve. There was a good take by Turuve there, and he'll play the ball 10 metres out from the Fiji goalpost. Coruscant and a penalty to Fiji. New Zealand inside Fiji's. The offside there looked like Bromwich just arguing with the referee, but the referee said you're offside. Brandon Wakem will take the penalty kick. Just showing a replay of the. And they'll start from the halfway line for their set there, Fiji. It's number 22. He takes it up to the 40-metre line. He's tackled by Fisher-Harris and Bromwich. They go left. Second phase play out to the number 11, and he's gang tackled there. 3 in the tackle. Brandon Smith, Tarpany, and Asafa Solomone. They go right. It's another good carry. And Kamakamika takes the ball up to the 30-metre line for Fiji. They go left. It's Wakeham out, and it goes out to Sibo on the wing there. He's dancing around, but he has to be careful. He doesn't want to be thrown over that sideline. And he nearly drops the ball. The ball goes right and back towards the centre of the field now. And another strong tackle by Bromwich there. And this will be the 5th and last tackle for Fiji. They go left. A grubber kick by Wakeham. Is it too deep? Yes, it will be. 20-metre restart. 7 tackle sets. And Joey Manu. Oh, good morning there, Jason Reader. And Joey Manu will take the first hit up of this set. Brandon Smith, dummy half, goes left. Onto Mulatalu, who takes the carry. And he's put on his back there. Dominant tackle. Smith right. Out to Fisher Harris. Grand final winner with Penrith this year. They go right. Tarpany out the back to Jerome Hughes. And Asafa Solomona is wrapped up convincingly there. 3-man tackle. They go right, quick play the ball. Hughes out to Peter Hiku. And he's tackled by, it looks like Viliami Kikau. And then Rapida takes the ball up. And they're inside the Fiji half here. Brandon Smith right. Jerome Hughes, bomb. And it's a good bomb. And it looked like Fiji lost that forward. But no, the referees ruled that Dylan Brown knocked it on. It was a good kick by Jerome Hughes, perfectly weighted. And Dylan Brown, he won the catch, but he just couldn't hold on to it. And now Fiji will try and look to get out of their 10-metre zone there. Tackled by Joseph Tarpany and Brandon Smith. They go right. Oh, that was nearly a shepherd there from Fiji, nearly a penalty against them. They go right. And another penalty to Fiji. That's another penalty to New Zealand, against New Zealand, I should say. 2 penalties within the first 5 minutes. Offside. And now we've got 4 viewers in it. Well, we had 6, and now we've got 4. And now Fiji, well, they start this set inside New Zealand's half, about 40 metres out from New Zealand's goal line. And it's another 3-man tackle. Nearly all the New Zealand tackles have all been 3, and they get the offload away. Kamakamika. He's tackled by Jerome Hughes and Asafa Solomone. Oh no, he's lost the ball. Jerome Hughes, he kicks ahead. It was Wakeham that lost the ball. And it looks like the referee, no, Sibo gets to the ball. And it's a bit of a let off for Fiji there because Jerome Hughes nearly got that ball. It was dropped by Wakeham. And he kicked it ahead, Jerome Hughes. He chased after it, but he missed it. And then Sibo got the ball. But it'll be a scrum to New Zealand. 6 minutes gone, 0-0 in favour of New Zealand here. Cold night in Hull. Small crowd, about 5,000 to 6,000 people. And they packed a scrum. And both sides look confused because it looks like they don't know how to pack a scrum. There's a bit of wrestling there by Fisher Harris. And here we go, out the back of the scrum. And that's a good strong carry by Hiku, but he's put on his back there. And Brandon Smith takes over from dummy half. Oh, and Corbin Sims, he flew out of the line. He tried to take out Fisher Harris, but he missed. It was like he was shot out of a cannon. And New Zealand just over the halfway line now. And Brandon Smith quickly from dummy half goes right top and he out the back. Hughes puts in the kick on the fourth tackle. And no, Hiku drops the ball. And now Sibo's got it. But he's tackled. He couldn't get away from the New Zealand players. And now first tackle. Kickout's playing at dummy half. Well, that was a strange option by New Zealand on the second tackle, I think it were. Kickout runs it forward. Coruscant from dummy half. Second tackle. And Fiji working their way out of their own half, getting towards that halfway line. And then Fiji go for a kick on the third tackle, going for a 40-20. It's taken by Ronaldo Mulitalo. And Joseph Marnie's got open space to try to take the ball back. He fends away from Coruscant. And he's tackled about 20 metres away from the goal line. Jerome Hughes, dummy half. Jordan Rapida takes it up. And he's manhandles. New Zealand's got a game on their hands here, and then the Sofa Solomone. They just run straight over the top of kick out. Quick play the ball out to Hughes. Hughes around kick out. Nearly gets away from Coruscant when he's tackled. They're over the halfway line now. And now Smith nearly makes the half break. And he got away and he's been brought down by Coruscant again. Last tackle. Joey Manu from dummy half. Out to... Oh, what a take. It was Jerome Hughes with a kick. And the number 7 for Fiji, I think it's Wakeham. He took the ball. It was like he's playing cricket in the slips there. And we've got 7 people watching at the moment. And it looks like Jerome Hughes lost his boot there or something like that. He took it. And Fiji's got the ball, second tackle. Goes out to Sivo. And he doesn't really make any meters. He's actually dragged back. It's a set restart to Fiji, New Zealand offside. 10 minutes gone in this game, New Zealand 0, Fiji 0. The winner goes through the semi-final to play Australia. And that's a good carry by the number 11. He gets the offload away. Dylan Brown tackles. No, he gets away. And then Kamakamika just over the halfway line there for Fiji. And here comes Corbin Sims, the would-be retiree. I thought he was retiring, but he's obviously still playing. Back to the action. Out the back, kick out, uses a dummy as a decoy. He made a half break there, nearly dragged out to touch. Third tackle, Micah Sivo, dummy half. And they're using the ball now. Oh, what a hit by Brandon Smith. Fourth tackle. No, it's the fifth tackle. This match is delayed. They go left. Wakeham, double pump. Out to Sivo. Sivo, try! It's a try to Fiji. And this small but vocal crowd goes absolutely crackers. And the Fiji players love that. It was a good double pump by Wakeham. Out the back, kick out uses the decoy. Out to Sivo, and as we've seen in the NRL over the last couple of years, you can't stop Sivo when he's about 5 yards out from the line. He just barrels over. Actually, no, it was Coruscant that did the double pump, and now it goes out to Sivo. And as you can see on the replay, Coruscant fakes the kick out through the hands, and Sivo in the corner. He was up against Jerome Hughes. And Sivo's twice the size of Jerome Hughes, so good luck there. And Sivo puts the ball down. And that's a great try to Fiji. What a start from Fiji as well. 12 minutes gone, 4 points to 0 in favour of Fiji over New Zealand. I have to learn how to do these. Actually, I'll just announce the score. I don't know how to do these banners. I'm clicking on the edit and it won't let me edit. And now Brandon Wakeham's going to take the shot at goal. Actually, I'm going to have to try to do these at Warner. Oh, how weird. So it's currently why is it on that for? That's probably from an old that's probably from an old live stream that I did, sorry. I'm just waiting for the conversion just to see whether we're gonna. Oh, this is a great kick by Wakeham, and it's 6. So there we go. I did something right. 13 minutes gone. Fiji 6, New Zealand 0. Micah Civil with the try if he just joined us. And they did this against Australia. In that first bit of the match, they were in front, and New Zealand get us underway again. And New Zealand, there's about 5 players in that tackle, and there's a bit of push and shove in the back. Wakeham and a New Zealand player. Now Fiji, they're looking to build on this try to do Sivo. The ball goes out to Carbon Sims. Another tough carry, but he's manhandled, drove into the ground there. Once again, Fisher Harris in the tackle. Everybody that runs at Fisher Harris is just putting them on their back easy. And Sofa Solomona in the tackle with Joseph Tarpany now. They go left. Here comes Kickout. Puts a bit of a step on, but he's tackled by Brandon Smith, Hughes, and Sofa Solomona. Last tackle. And Rapiner elects not to play at the ball, and the ball goes out to touch. It's 14 minutes gone. Fiji 6, New Zealand 0. It was a decent kick there from Wakeham to find touch. Skidded along the ground. Wet night in Hull at the MKM Stadium. It's been a wet, cold day in England today, which, I mean, it's something that we're used to here. That's pretty much the weather 95% of the time. First tackle, Dylan Brown, out to Charles Nickel Klukstad. He's tackled. Quick run from dummy off there. That was a good smart run there. A bit of wrestling going on. Dylan Brown at dummy off on the Joseph Tarpany. Joseph Tarpany backs into the tackle. Another good tackle, another good carry there from Tarpany. He's hard to bring down. Brandon Smith dummy off, goes right, and Jesse Bromwich has got the ball. Last tackle for New Zealand. They've made 57 metres on this set. Jerome Hughes with a decent kick in the air, but a bit too easy for Civil. He just grabs it. And here we go. Oh, this is it. That was a strong tackle there from New Zealand. They're in that part of the field where they'll be looking to drag Fiji back into the in goal and get a dropout. Now Fiji trying to work their way out. They're going sideways, Fiji, but they get around. Oh, he nearly gets around Militano, but he throws the ball back in play. Dylan Brown. Oh, great tackle. Fiji have turned the ball over cheaply, and now Dylan Brown. Set restart on the 5th tackle. They go right. New Zealand within 10 metres of the Fiji goal line. Sofa Solomona with an offload out the back. This is still the first tackle. And it's a penalty to Fiji. Well, that's just your bread and butter players there. That was a shepherd from New Zealand. There's a stop and play at the moment. It was actually a penalty for obstruction. So once again, New Zealand's 10 metres out from the line they were, and then they give a penalty away for obstruction. And Fiji, they're over the New Zealand halfway line with that penalty. Corbin Sims was another strong carry. It's a bit of a strange tackle, that one. There's bodies everywhere. Corbin Sims plays the ball. Carry from dummy half. Once again, James Fish-Harris in the tackle. He's getting to a mountain away already. Some good carries from Fiji. They're only 20 metres out from the New Zealand line. They go right. Taruve. Oh, what a pass! And it's Kevin Nagame. He's over for Fiji. And now it's 10-0 to Fiji over New Zealand. 18 minutes gone in the match. And the majority of the fans inside the grounds are Fiji supporters or want Fiji to win this match. And they're going absolutely crackers. This was a delightful pass from Taruve. That was a great pass from Taruve. Kevin Nagama goes untouched underneath the post. Taruve runs at the line. Inside to Nagama, who goes untouched, and he absolutely loves it. Yeah, that's a great pass. It's 10-0. Who would have predicted this? And Fiji, who have made the last 3 World Cup semi-finals, can they make a 4th semi-final in a row? If you just joined us, it's 10-0 to Fiji at the moment, with a kick to come. I'm not going to update the banner until it gets to... Well, I guess it's probably going to be 12-0. There you go. I think I actually know how to do it now. Like 12-0, it's going to be, because I'm pretty sure he can throw this ball over. And it's 12-0 to Fiji after 90 minutes gone in this match. And New Zealand haven't been good, like they have been throughout the entire World Cup. They've been a bit slow. They haven't been the best. And that was a great try from Fiji. It's just a question, can Fiji hold on to this? If you're new to the channel, if I could get you to like and subscribe, that would be nice. I'm currently at 3,049 subscribers, I think. And New Zealand get us underway again. 12-0 to Fiji, 20 minutes gone. Face tackle, they go left. New Zealand, they're just hoping for a mistake from Fiji, or they're hoping for something, because they need to get back into this match. Third tackle, they go left. They make 5 to 10 metres, and Michael Maguire in that commentary box, he is not happy. And Corbin Sims, another hard carry. And once again, Asafa Solomona and Bromwich are in there. And Brandon Smith with a shot on there. Looks like Taruve, and Brandon Smith looking to take out the kicker on the 5th. Fiji made 42 metres in that set. And it's Manu with the ball back for New Zealand. And he's trying to find a way around the around the Fiji defence, but he can't find a way. Dylan Brown dummy off. And a penalty to New Zealand, offside, Fiji. And that looks like a let off for New Zealand, because Fiji, they've been playing well and New Zealand needed summit and they've got it. So can they build on this? And they start from the halfway line this set. And it's Fisher Harris with the first carry, and he's hit with a good tackle. Corbin skims there again. Brandon Smith goes right, Tarpany. And Tarpany gets the offload away. It goes to Brandon Smith, to Hughes. And Hughes can't get away from his man. He's tackled by Wakeham. Smith goes left. And Joseph Marner with the ball. He had options, but he decided to go himself, and he's tackled. Third tackle, Brandon Smith, 10 metres out, New Zealand. They go right. Dylan Brown. And Brandon Smith out to Tarpany. Tarpany, he backs in. And there's 4 Fijian players in the tackle. Brandon Smith goes right. Dylan Brown out to Jerome Hughes, kick in behind. And Taruva takes it. They tried this play against Republic of Ireland and it worked, but against Fiji knew it. They must have been watching the tapes. They nearly got there, New Zealand. There was a good kick in behind. And Fiji are really struggling in this set to get out of their own 20-metre line. This is the third tackle. They haven't made it over the 20-metre line yet. And the number 19 takes it up for Fiji, and he's tackled by the Bromwich brothers and the Sofa Solomone. They go right. Fiji doing a lot of one-out carries in this match. They're just doing the basics. Fifth tackle, they made 33 metres on the set. And they kick it straight down the throat of Mulitalu. Throws it to Joseph Manu. And he's tackled. Dylan Brown, first tackle. Out to Klugstad. He makes about 10 metres. And Jesse Bromwich has been taken off. He's on the bike at the moment. Joseph Manu, another cabby. He's brought down by kick out. They go right through Smith, out to Hughes. Rapiner runs infield. He's taken by the number 17 for Fiji. I can't see his name there. They go out the back. Brown. And it was Nico Klugstad. He was fifth tackle. Dylan Brown. A bit of a bomb, but a nothing bomb from Dylan Brown. And it's taken by Fiji, but they lose it. It goes through the Rapiner. So they'll see no advantage. And I think New Zealand will get the ball. It was a nothing kick from Dylan Brown. Knocked on by Fiji. And then Rapiner picked it up. And they did like a basketball offload over the top, and that was knocked on, so they went no advantage. And you can tell it's cold out there because you can see the steam coming off the players. You can see the fog in the breath and all that. And they've got a good opportunity here, New Zealand. They go out the back, Hughes, Dylan Brown, and Mulitalo scores. Well, that was something that they've worked on the training ground there. Mulitalo, quite an easy put down, and New Zealand back in the game. 25 minutes gone. It's Fiji 12, New Zealand 4. This one, they come from a scrum, centre of the field, out the back, Hughes, then out to Dylan Brown, catch and pass, Mulitalo into the corner. I think this is something that they probably practiced at training hundreds of times. And Mulitalo, he puts the ball down dead easy. No need to look at that. And it's currently Fiji 12, New Zealand 4. 26 minutes gone on the clock. Fiji started very well, but this particular try come off an error from Fiji. And Michael Maguire, he doesn't look happy. Doesn't look happy whatsoever. And this has been a problem for New Zealand throughout the entire tournament, the goal kicking. And now we have Jordan Rapiner from the sideline to try to kick this. It's currently 12 points to 4 in favour of Fiji over New Zealand, 27 minutes gone. And I think this is a real problem for New Zealand, just the goal kicking, because they don't have a designated goal kicker. But Rapiner from the sideline, he'll try to convert this. And Rapiner, oh, that's a good kick. From the sideline, it was straight as a die, went straight over. There we go. I'm getting good with these banners, like getting good with them. And New Zealand, it's now 12 points to 6 in favour of Fiji. Osapa Solomona nearly makes a break. Face tackle. That was a good carry by Osapa Solomona. Brandon Smith out to Isaac Liu, it looks like. He's tackled. As you can see on the replay, Osapa Solomona just pushes away Wong like he was out. Tarpany, another good carry. They're over the halfway line already, New Zealand. And it's Joey Manu, 4th tackle. Good set from New Zealand. They made 61 metres out the back. Jerome Hughes, he puts up a deep bomb. And Micah Sivo, he has to get away from that sideline. He does well. And he does all right. This is the first tackle I should see. And that was a strong tackle by Fisher Harris on Taruve. I tell you, if you're a Fijian player, every time that you run the ball up, you've got the likes of Fisher Harris, you've got Tarpany, you've got them type of players, and you just go, you just have to close your eyes and just hope that it doesn't hurt too much. But Fiji, 4th tackle. They're about 40 metres away from their goal line, 5th tackle, out the back. And it was a bit of a torpedo kick there from Wakeham, and Mulatalo gets away from his man. He's through. It's a line break. Out the back. Oh, what a tackle. Taruve on Dylan Brown. First tackle. New Zealand. 10 metres out, and Manu drops the ball. Oh, here we go. Fight. And it was Tarpany and one of the Fijian players. They actually, oh, there was a bit of, it wasn't a push, it was more like a palm to the face. So Fiji kicked the ball downfield. Mulatalo took it, made a line break, run about 30 metres. He was tackled. First tackle, New Zealand were on the attack looking to equalise on the scoreboard, and Manu drops the ball. And from there, as he drops the ball, and then they all come in to celebrate, and then Tarpany starts pushing some of the Fijian players. And Kickout's involved, Safa Solomona's in there. And then Rapina's trying to act like the foreign diplomat. He's trying to say, okay, everyone, just calm down, all right. If you're new to the live stream, welcome. It's currently Fiji 12, New Zealand 6, 29 minutes gone on the clock. Scrum to Fiji, and they're driven back in the first tackle. They're 10 metres out, Fiji. And Sivo takes the ball up, but he's smashed in the tackle by Kenny Bromwich and Fisher Harris. Fisher Harris getting to a mountain of work. He's pretty much involved in everything at the moment. This is going to be some hard carries from Fiji to get out of their danger zone here. They're doing okay. Third tackle. Out the back. They're going to kick early. Bit of a wobbly old kick. Taken by Manu. Joseph Manu will take the ball back on about the 20-metre line. He gets up to the 30-metre line, but a good chase by Fiji drags him back. And then it's Mulatalu, who's looked dangerous. He takes the ball up. Decent carry. And here we go. Klukstad. There's a good carry by Klukstad, but then he's driven back about 3 or 4 metres by the Fijian defence. They go left. And Kenny Bromwich takes the ball up to halfway for New Zealand. Brandon Smith out to Isaac Liu. Isaac Liu's tackled. And this will be the 5th and last for New Zealand. They made 46 metres on this set. And Jerome Hughes with another bomb up to Sivo. And Sivo takes that one easily and falls to the ground. He's tackled by Rapiner and Peter Hiku. And Fiji. Oh, this is a great. Oh wow! They drove that bot. They drove them back about, and they've got the ball back. New Zealand. And Asafa Solomona drops it, but it's a penalty to New Zealand. So the Fijian player was driven back about 10 metres there, and of course with the wet ground, it makes it easy to drive the player back. And New Zealand come up with the ball. And it was Asafa Solomona, and he drops the ball, but they said it was a penalty to New Zealand. Now this is the first tackle. 5 metres away from the line, Tarpley plays the ball. Smith out to Hughes. Dylan Brown steps again. Nearly gets around his man. And now Smith from dummy half goes right. Asafa Solomona, he's about 2 metres out from the line. Second tackle, Smith, left, Dylan Brown, out the back, Joseph Manu, step. And Joseph Manu is hard to bring down, and Wong brings him down there with Wakeham. It's Smith on the Tarpany, and Tarpany drops the ball over the line. He tried to back into it, and he dropped the ball over the line. That was a great tackle there. Tarpany launched at the line and he was tackled and he tried to spin his body, but he lost the ball. 33 minutes gone in this game. Fiji 12, New Zealand 6. And Fiji first tackle into the second tackle now. They're going to have to do some hard carries here. Dylan Brown and Kenny Bromwich in the tackle. Then they go left, second man play. They're right in the centre of the pitch. They're right in the halfway line, Fiji. They go left again, then back on the inside. And he's wrapped up by Asafa Solomona and Isaac Liu. They go right. Bit of a... Everyone's kind of just standing still for Fiji at the moment, but they get over the halfway line. 5th tackle. What are Fiji going to do? It's another bomb. And Coruscant's bomb is taken comfortably by Manu at the back there. And New Zealand will start their set 10 metres out from their own goal line. Jerome Hughes on the Rapine. And now it's with Peter Hiku. Brandon Smith. On to Kenny Bromwich. New Zealand's not making as many metres as they were, but Brandon Smith with an early kick. Finds space. Good kick by Brandon Smith. And it's Taruva at the back for Fiji, and he steps around his first man, but he's tackled by Rapine, dominant tackle. And Sivo, one thing I noticed about Sivo is he doesn't run the ball back as hard as he used to. And they go out the back. This game is definitely in the balance. 35 minutes gone, Fiji 12, New Zealand 6. Fiji with some hard carries. They're not really doing too much on this set. They're just all one out stuff. But it goes Taruva, explodes, gets past the first man, but is taken by Papali'i and Jerome Hughes. Fifth tackle, Fiji go left, out the hands. Oh, it's an awful pass. Instead of kicking the ball, they decided to run it, went out the kick out, and it was a ball. It was thrown that low that the grub on the fucking ground wouldn't catch that. That was an awful pass. And now New Zealand start their set right near the halfway line. Papali'i first tackle. Smith out to a Sofa Solomone. This half was just flown by for New Zealand and Fiji. 36 minutes gone. Smith left. Dylan Brown. Bromwich with a bit of footwork. Quick play the ball from New Zealand. Hughes. He decides to run it. New Zealand on the front foot. Fiji play at the ball. 6 again. New Zealand just have to show a bit of patience here. They got the ball back. Another 6 tackle set. Fiji hanging on here. And here comes Papali'i. Bound for Wests in 2023. Don't know why he went there, but anyway. They go left to Brandon Smith. Out the back from Jerome Hughes. Out the back from Dylan Brown on to Kenny Bromwich. And he's tackled about 5 metres out from the line. Dylan Brown, dummy half. They go right. Isaac Liu tries to turn and spin. And he's tackled about 2 metres out from the Fijian line. Brandon Smith out the back. Jerome Hughes tackled. This is good defence from Fiji. Brandon Smith out the back. He doesn't know what to do. He passes it to Papali'i. And Papali'i's tackled about 5 metres out. So New Zealand's with Smith out the back. Dylan Brown. Crossfield kick. Mulatalo. Oh no, it's thrown back in field. Oh, what's going on here? And Dylan Brown was finally tackled with the ball. It was one of those ones where they bat the ball back on. Well, luckily it went a try because we would have been at the video referee for about 20 minutes, I reckon, mate. There was all sorts going on there. But that was a great defensive set from Fiji. That we were really on the ropes there. They had digging deep, and they did. Now Kevin Nagama with a solid carry. There's only a minute and 50 left. Oh, and a 6 again. The Huda Sounds 6 again for Fiji. Coruscant tackled. Just over a minute to go before half time. Fiji 12, New Zealand 6. This has been a really good half of rugby league. It's been close. It hasn't been a blowout. Here we go. Kevin Nagame. He gets around Dylan Brown. And Kevin Nagame is brought down the 20-metre line. Wong from dummy half. Throws the ball. Wakeham. They're about 15 metres out from the line. 5th tackle. Fiji go left. Wakeham on the kick out. Kick out. Oh. Kick out lost it. And it's taken by Manu. So they got close there, Fiji. And now New Zealand's going to have to do some tough carries to get out of their own danger zone. Peter Hiku, he follows Jordan Napane. 30 seconds to go until the halftime break. It's Fiji 12, New Zealand 6. Isaiah Papali'i with the ball. And he runs straight at kick out. 15 seconds to go. Can New Zealand do something for half time? Joe Hughes out the back. Here goes Mulatalo. He's away. And he's brought down by Nagame. 6 again. And that's half time. That is half time. It is Fiji 12, New Zealand 6. What a half of rugby league that was. Even though I'm an England supporter, and the blowout scores are not good. I mean, I enjoyed the blowout score today, but it's good to see for a change a game where it's not 50-0 at half time. Let's just put it that way. So at half time, it's Fiji 12, New Zealand 6. And I'm just going to go for a short break, but I'll be back in a moment, okay? Oh. So stay tuned for the second half. I'll be back in a moment. I tell you, Billy Army kick out. He looks like someone grabbed him and tipped him upside down and stuck him in a barrel from upside. Honestly. So what did everyone think of the first half? I thought it's been one of the best first halves of the Rugby League tournament so far. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm Rugby League History. I've been to 2 World Cup games so far. I went to the opener, England against Samoa, and then I went to watch Tonga against the Cook Islands. I did a vlog for both of those matches. If you haven't already watched them vlogs, then you can go and check them out. We've got Felix Force in the chat. We've got Jason Reeder in the chat. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. It's half time at the moment, so there's not really much to talk about. I thought Fiji had played really well, like New Zealand being off their game, like they have pretty much the entire tournament. But New Zealand's had some chances, though. I will say that much. Both the Fiji's tries have been very good. Especially that second one, that second try, the pass from Taruva. Brilliant. And Taruva, he can't even get a game for Penrith. He's stuck in the New South Wales Cup. And the fireworks continue outside. If you didn't know, it's bonfire night in England, or Guy Fawkes night. It's a very historic night in our country's history. And it's also one of the busiest nights for emergency services. So if you're the bobbies, ambulance, emergency services, them type of people. And drinking Budweiser, by the way, pint cans. Depending on where you can go, if you go to Asda, I think you can get these for you can get 4 cans for £5.50. This is just the halftime show at the moment. You got Robbie Paul, or as he's known now, Robbie Hunter Paul, and Paul Scothorpe, who's a St Helens legend. I support St Helens in the Super League. So one of St Helens' best players ever, but especially in the Super League ever, one of the best. Robbie Hunter's wearing some sort of a skivvy. He's got one of them turtleneck sweaters on. They're just showing the New Zealand try at the moment. It was actually a good try, but it just looked like something that they've practiced on for a long time. A big 40 minutes coming up for both sides. Massive. A match against Australia is on the line. They're playing at Ellen Road, home of Leeds United. I've been to Ellen Road myself. I was there for the St Helens against Wigan Challenge Cup semi-final. Did a vlog for that. So if you haven't already watched, then go and check that out. Just change this over. Don't want it to get going that time, eh? Oh. Scramble does take a lot of energy out of you. The line. But what New Zealand haven't been able to do very well is get that. This is the first time I've ever actually done a live stream of a game. I've done a couple of Q&As, but I've never done a game before, and I've never actually done a full match of just play-by-play commentary. I know a lot of live streams. I know Z-Tank 99, TGC Sports, they don't actually comment on what's happening with the game. Even though I love their live streams, they don't comment on what's happening with the game. So it kind of agitates me a bit in some small way, because you kind of want to know what's happening. Besides what's happening on the scoreboard, you want to know what's happening when it's actually going on. So he'd be fuming, Robbie Hunter Paul, like one of Bradford's best ever players. And now they're just showing the women's highlights. England won today over Canada, and I watched a bit of the PNG against Brazil. It was Brazil's 4th ever match, and I think some of them didn't even know the rules, to be fair. You'd have to see Australia's favourites for the Women's World Cup as well. Hopefully our lasses can do it. Howie! Ole, 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 ole. England. There's a good crowd at Wigan today. There was 23,000 there. Where's my other phone? Is it over there, like? No, it's not. Where's my other phone? Oh. Honestly, that match I watched earlier between Brazil and PNG, the women, that was like, I know they use the phrase men against boys, but this was definitely women against girls. Give the ball to Emily Rudd. She's the hardest one out there. That's such a soft try. I wish I could show it, but I can't. But oh dear. You have to feel sorry for some of these teams, like just getting fucking battered. All right, there, Sahan. He's a loyal follower of mine. He actually come up with a couple of the designs for rugby league history, the logo and a couple of the introduction things. And he's a power back supporter. So the England women beat Canada 54 points to 4. Oh dear. A good crowd at Wigan today, 23,000. It's been a long time since I've seen. Oh, here we go. This is PNG against Brazil. Fucking hell. It was Brazil's 4th ever match as a rugby league nation. I think they played 2 matches before they ended the World Cup, and then they played against Australia, and then obviously PNG. Tonga against Samoa tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It is a World Cup of blowouts. I do agree. It's okay if your team's doing the blowing out, though. I mean, as an England supporter, I don't really mind us putting 50 points on teams. And I imagine if you support Australia or whoever, you probably wouldn't mind. But I think as a neutral, as if you're trying to grow the game, if you're trying to promote it to people that don't watch it all the time, and they see this type of shite, but this is a game that people should be watching right now. Fiji against New Zealand, 12 points to 6. I just got to fix this. Okay, second half nearly underway. Time your own, and Brandon Waken gets us underway for the second half. Fiji running from right to left. They're playing in their white and aqua blue shirts with black shorts, and New Zealand in their black and white V. 12 points to 6 in favour of Fiji. And Kenny Roberts takes the ball up, it goes right through to Isaac Liu. Then he's tackled by Kikau. And Brandon Smith out the back to Asafa Solomone, who had some strong carries in the first half. He's over the halfway line. Brandon Smith left to Manu, another carry. Fifth tackle for New Zealand. Good set, 61 metres they made. And Jerome Hughes with another bomb out to Sivo again. He loves kicking to Sivo for some reason. And Sivo he comfortably takes that Coruscant dummy off. As the fireworks continue to go off outside, Guy Fawkes nice. They go right from dummy half. Fiji trying to work it out. It goes right to Nagame, Kevin Nagame, who's going to be playing for Huddersfield next year. Fourth tackle. They're near the halfway line, Fiji. It's a good set from Fiji. And now they need a good kick. Fifth tackle. Out the back. And this is straight down the throat of Mulatalo, who runs the ball back strongly. It's Brandon Smith from dummy half. To Charles Nickel-Klugstaff. He's tackled. And New Zealand already over the halfway line or nearabouts on the third tackle. And it looked like Kenny Roberts there. He put on a bit of a jig there, but the defence weren't fooled. Asafa Solomona out the back. Jerome Hughes. Oh, that's an awful pass from Jerome Hughes. It goes out. Peter Hiku has to pick it up. And now Rapina's got the ball. And Rapina, he breaks away from... Oh, he loosened the ball. That fucking idiot. And it's taken by Coruscant. Coruscant to kick out dummy half. And now Fiji on the first tackle at the halfway line. And once again, it wasn't a good set from New Zealand, and Rapina loses it. It is a wet night, and is that Kevin Nagame? No, it's not Kevin Nagame. It was Taruve. Kevin Nagame from dummy half. He goes right, short side, and Nagame's over. But the referee's going to the bunker. He's going to the video referee, but he said try. Nagame from dummy half, he caught them napping. He caught them short. And the Fijian players are confident. Nagame's confident. New Zealand fell asleep there on the short side. And unfortunately, this might take about 15 minutes to come up with a decision because they're very slow at this World Cup. Nagame, he puts the ball on the line. That's a try. You only have to look at it once. But as you just heard, Andrew Voss has been a try since 1895. There you go. Three letters, 4 points. It's a try. Fiji 16, New Zealand 6. 3 minutes into the second half. And Kevin Nagama gets his second try of the match. The Harry Sutherland Trophy winner with St Helens scored the winner in the 2021 Super League Grand Final for us over Catalan Dragons. He gets his second try of the game. There was Dylan Brown asleep at marker there. Mulatalo fell for the dummy and Kevin Nagama scores. That's a good try from Kevin Nagama. He's been around for a long time, Kevin Nagama. And now we just have to wait for the conversion. Brandon Wakeham, he's kicked 2 from 2 tonight. And this is you can see a difficult kick. I don't really know Brandon Wakeham as a goal kicker, but he kicks it. It's good off the boot. And it's straight over the Xbox black dot. And now, if I can not fuck this up, I'll just change it over. I wish I could these things just come on automatically, but they don't. Okay, there we go. 5 minutes gone in the second half. Fiji 18, New Zealand 6. And Fiji with a strong carry back. But he's wrapped up by Liu and Sofa Solomone. And New Zealand, they have to hope that they get a penalty or they can get it. They can force an error here because Fiji look comfortable at the moment. They're just going one out, doing the basics. It's a third tackle at the moment. So Fiji, that's another strong carry from Taruva. Self-preservation went out the window there. Fifth tackle, Fiji made 44 metres. And it's a bit of a nothing kick out to Mulatalo, who catches it on the full, throws it back in field to Joseph Manu. And he's manhandled, driven into the turf by Coruscant. And they go left, and Mulatalo's put on his back. That was a dominant tackle there. And now Klukstad, he only makes about 2 metres. New Zealand finding it tough in this set. Brandon Smith from dummy half. He throws a dummy. He's caught with the ball. But he gets over the halfway line. He's still pumping the legs. That's a good carry from Brandon Smith. And that's a penalty, surely. Oh, that's a coach killer from Fiji. There was a nothing set from New Zealand, and on the 5th tackle, the Fijian player held on to Brandon Smith for too long, and as he got up to play the ball, he knocked him back down again, and as a result, New Zealand get a penalty. Good evening, John, Tottenham Hotspur 994. And Nelson Asafa Solomona takes the ball up. Jerome Hughes, first receiver out to Dylan Brown. Dylan Brown out the back to Manu. Manu's through. But he's tackled by Taruva. They're about 5 metres out from the line, New Zealand. Klukstad, Dylan Brown, Isaiah Papali'i, spins and turns. They're directly in front of the post. Fiji have to hang on. Asafa Solomona. Oh. There's 4 in the tackle there to stop him. Brandon Smith out to Hughes. And Brighton Nakora, he scored. Brighton Nakora has scored. He was tackled, wasn't held, went again and scored. Eight minutes gone in the second half. It's Fiji 18, New Zealand 10. And that's Brighton Nakora's first try of the game. the Cronulla Sutherland player. He was tackled, he was held, but then he broke away from the tackle and then scored. Kick out, tried to hold him up. It appears that they tried to strip him with the ball, but it was kind of strange. They tackled him, but then they let go, and then he went again. And he burrowed underneath kick out. He dove over the top. And New Zealand needed that. But that come off the back of a daft penalty. A daft penalty on the 5th tackle from Fiji. There was a nothing set from New Zealand. And straight off that, they scored. And you'd imagine Rapiner, he could throw this over. Rapiner takes a deep breath. And he kicks it. It's flat as a pancake, but it goes over. And as a result, I'm just adjusting the banner now. And now it is New Zealand 12, Fiji 18. 9 minutes gone in the second half. And what's this? The referee's calling time off. And Wakeham gets us underway as the fireworks once again go crackers outside. Guy Fawkes night. A very important night in the history of my country. First tackle. Kenny Bromwich with a strong carry. He's taken by Kick-Out. And then Kick-Out tries to get a Safa Solomona, but doesn't. The Safa Solomona brought down by Corbin Sims. The Cora makes the half break. He's tackled by Kick-Out. Quick play the ball. Jerome Hughes. Oh, and he's belted by Kick-Out. And Kick-Out tries to strip the ball, but he's unsuccessful. 5th tackle. Good set from New Zealand. They kick it high. And Sivo, once again, they've kicked at him all night. I don't know why, because Sivo's very comfortable under the high ball. And he takes that one very easy. And then Taruva, who's been impressive for Fiji tonight, he carries the ball up. And Safa Solomona give him a bit of a facial treatment there over the top. This game is really in the balance. Fiji trying to work their way out. Corbin Sims. There was a sharp ball to Kamakamika. 3rd tackle, they go right. Taruva with another strong carry. Oh, and a bit of pushing and shoving there. 5th tackle, they put the kick up. It's another kick to Mulatalo, which it's just a deep, long kick, but Mulatalo carries it on the full, catches it on the full, I should say. And Dylan Brown. And Joey Manu's tackled. Corbin Sims around the legs. And Klukstad, Nico Klukstad. Some quick play the balls from New Zealand, catching Fiji on the back foot. And Rappin is tackled by Corbin Sims. 4th tackle. Oh, that looked a bit high from Kamakamika on Fisher Harris. Quick play the ball. 5th tackle, they go left. Dylan Brown. Grubber in. That's well done. It was very low. Taruva went low, got the ball. There's going to be some brave carries now from Fiji. New Zealand, they're coming up as one in the wall. And what's this? The referee stopped play for a moment. Time's back on. New Zealand's really got Fiji pinned down here. Fiji hoping for a penalty, a 6 again. Something to get him out of trouble. Brandon Wakeham from dummy half, they go left. They try to shift it. Carmen Sims out to kick out. Kick out tries to get around Jerome Hughes, but he's tackled. Last tackle. Oh, they nearly caught with the ball. They have to kick it. And Brandon Wakeham. Well, Fiji couldn't really get out of their own end there, and New Zealand start their set about 40 metres away from Fiji's line. And Joseph Manu nearly makes a break, but he's tackled by Carmen Sims there. And this is a good carry by Liu. They're about 15 out the back. Fisher Harris, Hughes. Manu puts the goose step on. He's through. Oh, he's about 2 metres out from the line, Manu. Fiji have to hold on here. They go left. Brown out the back. Oh, nearly an intercept. And Mulatalo. Oh, Mulatalo crosses over, but they're going to go to the video referee. I think this is a no try. The referee went no try. It looked like Mulatalo crossed the line, and then it looks like the Fiji players held him up and dragged him over the in goal, and kept the ball from going down. So Mulatalo gets it. It's a two-man tackle. Wakeham, he's got the ball wrapped up, and yeah, as you can see, Mulatalo is over in touch. Now, Mulatalo, he never gets the ball down. This is great defense from Fiji. He's out. I don't know what the fuck they're looking at. He's out, clearly. That's great. That's a great play from Wakeham there. Mulatalo looked like he was going to cross over, but it was just Wakeham just had the will to hold that ball up, and then Mulatalo kind of turned like that, and his body went over, so he's out. 40 minutes gone in the second half of this game, and it's New Zealand trailing Fiji 18 points to 12. But they nearly scored, but it was nearly an intercept as well, the Fiji. And Fiji lose the ball, and it's back with New Zealand. This is a disaster for. Oh, it's a penalty. Fiji they deliberately tried to strip the ball there to slow things down. So Carmen Sims takes the ball up. He loses the ball. Fisher Harris gets it, and then Kamakamika tries to strip it from him after the referee called held. So there's a penalty to New Zealand about 20 metres out from the line. They elect to tap the ball. And Papali'i. Fiji have to hold on, and they've given away 6 again. They go left. Jerome Hughes. Kenny Bromwich. He was tackled there. He loses the ball. So Kenny Bromwich was tackled by Carmen Sims, but then he decided to run again, and he lost the ball. Now Fiji have it about 10 metres out from their goal line. And now Taruva, who's been one of Fiji's best tonight, carries the ball up. This is a really tough game, very gritty. There isn't really any margin for error in this match. Fiji have defended really well. New Zealand have thrown a lot at them in the second half. There's 4th tackle to Fiji, and they're nearly at the halfway line. 5th tackle, they made 46 metres. They go right. And it's another kick from Wakeham, which... Oh, Mulatalo's lost it. And he's run over the dead ball line with it, so it'll be a drop out. New Zealand will drop this ball out and Fiji will get the ball back. So it was a kick over Mulatalo's heads. Not too easy to, not the hardest one to catch. And he's knocked it on. He's knocked it back, but then he's run over the dead ball line with it. And now New Zealand with Rapine get play underway again with a dropout. And Kamikamica runs 100 miles an hour at Papali'i, but he's brought down with the help of Fisher Harris. Guess who? Corbin Sims. X is on pass to the number 10. They didn't get his name there. Out the back. And Valamu's tackled Coruscant quickly. The ball back on the inside of Sims. And Sims will play the ball about 10 metres out from the line. Sims asking for a penalty. They go right. Nakumbuwai with the ball. Fifth tackle, 5 metres out. Fiji go left. Oh, it's a terrible pass from Dumiaf. Coruscant kicked that. Was it played at? Kick out with a shit fucking kick there. That was ordinary from fucking kick out. And Jerome Hughes. Oh, he looks like he's done something to his elbow, Jerome Hughes. Rapine with the first carry of the set. Forward on the field now from Dumiaf. Joseph Manu. It looks like forward's playing Dumiaf. James Fisher Harris with another strong carry. Over the halfway line for New Zealand. 21 minutes to go in this match. Fiji 18, New Zealand 12. And here we go, short ball. Grube, Taruve. Well, Taruve's been very good tonight. Brandon Wakeham. This is going to be some brave carries from Fiji now. And Sivo. We play the ball, it goes left. And Kamikamica's tackled. Fifth tackle for Fiji. 40 metres out from their own in goal line. They kick the ball. Oh no, Mulatalo nearly falls over with the ball. Nearly went out in the touch. Manu gets the ball. 8 people watching at the moment. Fiji 18, New Zealand 12. 20 minutes to go in the match. Good carry from Papali'i. Third tackle. Forward for dummy after go right. Dylan Brown, X is on. Liu. Back to Fisher Harris. Back to forward. Third tackle. They go left. Marno's from dummy half. He goes for a quick run. Oof. The Fijian players weren't ready for that, and he's only 2 metres out from the line now. They go right. Forward. Last tackle. New Zealand. Crossfield kick. Hughes. Rapine loses the ball back, and it's taken by Coruscant. Falls on the ball. And Rapine was saying he was offside. And now New Zealand are trying to drag the Fijian player over the sideline there. Michael Sivo with the carry. And Jerome Hughes, it looks like he's got an elbow injury, but he's staying out there. And what's the Fijian player doing? He almost run around behind his own player there. They go right. Kamikamica with another strong carry. Last tackle for Fiji. They only made 29 metres on the set. You have to kick the ball deep from within the half. But it finds space, and Manu gets it, passes it back to Mulatalo, who runs it up. And Corbin Sims looked to put a shot on Mulatalo and totally missed. And Nico Klukstad is getting manhandled on the ground there, forward from dummy half. Joseph Tarpany, strong carry from Tarpany over the halfway line for New Zealand. Third tackle. They go left. Isaac Liu out the back. Dylan Brown. Here's space, New Zealand. Mulatalo's got the ball. Back on the inside. Manu. Manu scores. Manu scores the try for New Zealand. Adjacent to the post. 18 minutes to go. Fiji 18. And you'd imagine that Rapinoe will kick this to make it 18 all. As you can see on the replay, Liu out the back. Dylan Brown cut out pass through Papali'i on the Mulatalo, back on the inside, and Manu. He saw a gap and he just put his ears back and just went for it. And he scores adjacent to the post. And eventually Fiji crack. It was a good try from New Zealand. Fiji held out there for a bit, but I think just some second phase play there from New Zealand just undone the defence there. And now Jordan Rapinoe has the opportunity to kick a conversion for New Zealand, which will make it 18 all. And you imagine he would do so. It's right next to the uprights. He's kicked both his kicks tonight. And Rapinoe, he's taking some deep breaths now and looking up at the post and looking down at the ball. He doesn't look sure of himself. Oh, and he just gets it in. Just scrapes inside the post there. So it's now 18 all, New Zealand, and I'll just update that on the thingy now, like. Kyle Amor, he just said Butalino. He can't see his name properly. It's Mulatalo. And Fiji get us underway again. 16 minutes to go in the match. New Zealand 18, Fiji 18. And Kamakamike smashes James Fisher-Harris from the restart. Joseph Tarpany carries the ball up. That was a strong hit by Kamakamike and Corbin Sims. Liu on the third tackles is tackled. Papali'i. They're up to the 40-metre line already, New Zealand. But this Fijian defence is holding firm. Manu elected to pass, but then decided to step. Last tackle, Jerome Hughes once again kicks it to Sivo. Another comfortable tackle, another comfortable carry for Sivo. Then Sivo pushes away Kieran Foran like he's a ragdoll. It looked like a high tackle on Taruva, but the referee told him to get up and play the ball. Looks very ginger there, like. And now New Zealand will be hoping that they don't give away any 6-agains or penalties. Fiji once again electing to just go one out. All right there, Cody Games PlayStation. Fifth tackle for Fiji. Coruscant and Dummy have to go right. It's another bomb to Mulatalo. So both sides. Oh, it looked like one of the Fijian players was taken out there. And Manu gets away from the attempt from Corbin Sims. He looked like a gazelle there. Just gracefully leapt over Corbin Sims. And rapidly pushes away Kevin Nagama like he's a wet paper bag. And he's tackled. And this is probably the game of the World Cup so far, I think, myself personally. Liu tackled by Corbin Sims. He's been heavily involved tonight, Corbin Sims. Fisher Harris offload out the back, Tarpany. He's unsure what to do with the ball. And he kind of just walks into the defence. And he does an Aaron Woods styled back to the defence. Sivo. Oh, and Sivo loses it. It was a kick from Sivo's claiming he was interfered with before he had a chance to take the ball. But no, just a clear drop. And the New Zealand players love that. They all surround Jerome Hughes. And now Fiji's going for a captain's challenge. 30 minutes to go in the game. And it's New Zealand 18, Fiji 18 in front of this small but vocal crowd at the MKM Stadium in Hull. And now they're reviewing the captain's challenge at the moment. From what I can see, it's just a clear knock-on from Sivo. But they're slowing it down. Second by second freeze frame. And it does kind of look like Peter Hiku did slightly push the Fijian player into Sivo, which made him lose the ball. So they've ruled that Fiji didn't knock the ball on. It was ruled that Peter Hiku was pushed Semi-Valamir into Sivo, which has resulted in Sivo losing the ball. So it was kind of like a North Queensland against West Tigers styled ruling there, which is a bit of karma because Hiku plays for North Queensland. I mean, back in the old days, that would just been a lost ball to Sivo, but now Fiji start their set on the halfway line, and it's with kick out with that blonde permed hair. Coruscant from Dumiaf. And that's another strong carry from Kamikamica, who's been one of Fiji's best tonight. 12 minutes to go. Coruscant goes right. And they kind of look a bit disjointed in the set, Fiji. They don't know what to do. Wakeham caught with the ball. Third tackle, they go left. Fisher Harris involved again. The tackle has been involved in everything. A bit of a play for Fiji. 12 minutes to go, fifth tackle. Right in front of the uprights, about 10 metres out. It's the last tackle. Oh, Fiji's absolutely made a meal of that. They must have lost count of when the actual tackle was, because Kamikamica's run the ball up like it was a regulation tackle, but it was the fifth tackle. That's a big error from Fiji. That could prove costly at the end of the match. And Rapida takes the ball up. Foreign goes left to Papali'i. Third tackle, Klukstad from Dumiaf carries the ball up. And Fiji, and there goes Manu again. He's through a couple of players. Oh, and he loses the ball. He loses the ball, and the Fijian players. But now they're going to challenge New Zealand. New Zealand's going to challenge. Manu says that he was stripped of the ball. He didn't lose it. He got around 2 or 3 players, but then it looked like Kickout grabbed the ball and stripped it. But we'll have to have a look at the replay. Now they're just looking at different angles to see. Kickout's got a hold of Manu's shirt. No, Manu just loses that ball. As far as I'm concerned, he loses that ball. Andrew Voss says loose carry. It's just a loose carry. Loose carry. He clearly loses the ball. Fucking never. Never in this fucking world. Well, I mean, Fiji got away with a lucky call, and now New Zealand gets away with a lucky call. So it's one apiece now with the lucky calls. But this could prove to be a controversial moment because Rapinoe is going to take a shot at goal. Let's hope that this doesn't decide the match because it's been a good game, and we don't want controversy to ruin a good match because it seems like so many matches these days are ruined by poor refereeing. But now, and as we can see, Michael Maguire in the box, he looks very nervous because he knows if New Zealand lose this match, he's sacked. So Rapinoe directly in front, about 30 yards out. He sucks in the big ones, Rapinoe. He's not a noted kicker. He looks a bit unsure of himself. And he kicks it. He kicks it. I'm just updating the banner at the moment for everyone that's... Short kick off from Fiji and a stopped on from New Zealand. No, but they've ruled that New Zealand have got the ball. There was nothing wrong with that. And now Hiku gets the ball. He's manhandled. So now it's Safa Solomone. He carries it. He's fuming there. He thought that it should have been a penalty for New Zealand. Topping it. Oh, no! Fisher Harris loses the ball. That's uncharacteristic from Fisher Harris. He went for some sort of strange offload. And now this is Fiji's moment. They're on the halfway line at the moment, but this is an opportunity for Fiji. And the crowd are willing Fiji on. I think most of the people in the crowd want Fiji to win. Wake him out the back. Semi Valamir. Well, there's about 5 New Zealand players in the tackle there. Welcome, CJ Moxley. And here go Fiji. Last tackle. They're about 10 metres out. Wakeham, crossfield kick over to the wing of Mulatalo. And Mulatalo leaps through the air like Superman and takes that ball. That was a big play from Mulatalo. We had to make up for the previous fuck up that he made. Hit the ground very hard there, Mulatalo as well. And now there's 7 minutes to go. New Zealand 20. And Mikkel Klukstad lost the ball. And the Fijian players, they're fucking pumped up. There was a poor play of the ball from Klukstad. He tried to play the ball too quickly. And as a result, he loses it. And this is a massive opportunity for Fiji. 6 minutes to go. New Zealand up by 2 points. It should be 18-0 because there was no way in the fucking world that were a penalty for New Zealand. But Michael Maguire, he's got a face of stone. This is an exciting match. It was knocked down by New Zealand. They went out the back from the scrum and New Zealand's knocked it down, but Fiji's got the ball back. Zero tackle. Sivo with the ball. Sivo, he palms away from Papali'i. He palms away from Asafa Solomole. Coruscant, Dumiaf, first tackle. There was a good carry from Coruscant. And now it's Wakeham from Dumiaf. He goes left. And it's the number 11 for Fiji. He carries the ball to about 10 metres away from the New Zealand line. Third tackle, they go right. Wakeham. Great tackle from Dylan Brown to stop the Fijian player. From Dumiaf, Coruscant. Tackled by Tarpany. Desperate defence from New Zealand. Last tackle. They go crossfield kick. Wakeham. Out to Sivo. It's 6 more tackles to Fiji. Accidental offside for New Zealand. But I tell you, if you're a New Zealander or you want them to win, your blood pressure must be going through the roof because Hiku was accidentally offside, so a penalty to Fiji. And this is directly in the centre of the pitch. 4 minutes to go. Everyone's on the edge of their seat. It's pandemonium at the stadium. And Joseph Manu's there in the background. He's barking instructions at the defence. Taruve feeds the ball from the scrum. Coruscant. Oh, and they lose the ball. The first tackle. Who the fuck was that lost that? Oh, great tackle from Kamakamika on Manu. Oh, it's fucking Brandon Wakeham, that fucking Canterbury reject. And Joseph Tarpany, he just runs the ball up for a settler. Brandon Smith back out on the pitch. And it goes left to Fisher Harris. Quick play the ball. Brandon Smith, he runs it up himself. And Kamakamika's trying to twist his head off like a toy soldier. They go right across the field. And it's Brighton the corner. He's tackled. 5th tackle for New Zealand. 2.5 minutes to go. Jerome Hughes puts up the bomb. It goes to nobody in particular. And then it bounces. And why did the Fijian player touch it? Oh, for fuck's sake. And then Hughes has got the ball. He just had to let it bounce out. Oh, fuck's sake. And Manu's got the ball. They're about a metre out from the line, New Zealand. 20 points to 18. And Rapine is stuck. He doesn't know where to go and he just takes the tackle. There's 2 minutes to go. New Zealand about 5 meters out from the line. Brown out the back. Smith. Hiku. Tackled by 2 of the Fijian players. Smith from dummy half. Brown. Hughes. Step from Hughes. Nearly through. Out to Tarpany. And Tarpany's dragged back by about 5 Fijian players. There's 1 minute and 15 seconds to go. And then Brandon Smith tries to go for dummy half. They throw the ball out. Oh, and Rapinoe scores in the corner, and that's it. That's game over. That's heartbreak for Fiji. That's absolute heartbreak for Fiji. They're in this match for the whole 79 minutes so far, but now it's 24 points to 18 in favour of New Zealand, and Rapinoe has a kick from the sideline to win the game pretty much. And the fireworks continue to go outside on this Guy Fawkes night. And New Zealand, they haven't been convincing tonight. They haven't been that good, I thought. I thought Fiji were very good tonight, but New Zealand were off their game once again. They haven't been convincing, and they'll have to be a lot better against Australia. And the full-time siren's gone, but now Rapinoe has a kick from the sideline too, trying to make it 26 points to 18. And you can tell by the looks from the faces of the New Zealand players that they've got away with this one. They've got our jail. They're lucky. And Rapinoe kicks the ball, and it misses just to the left of the upright, and that's the full-time score. 24 points to 18. New Zealand over Fiji in front of about 5,000 people at the MKM Stadium in Hull. New Zealand go on to play Australia in the semi-final. Heartbreak for Fiji. And Michael Maguire looks like he's about to have an aneurysm. But I thought all the Fijian players played very well tonight. Nagama, Taruva, Coruscant. But I don't think Michael Maguire will be happy with that performance. And they've got to be a lot better when they play against Australia at Ellen Road. And that's officially Corbin Sims' last ever game as a rugby league player, because he retired and then he was briefly called out of retirement for this match. But that's the end of his rugby league career. But you can just see the look of relief on the New Zealand players' faces. They know that they've got away with this one. The Fijian players, they look very proud. But heartbreak for Fiji. Kevin Nagama's very upset. He's crying. I thought Fiji played very well, though. They saved their best to last. They themselves haven't had the best tournament, but this match they definitely played to the best of their ability. Fiji, you can tell they're just relieved that the match is over, because if they would have lost this match, heads would have rolled. I'm pretty sure of that, especially Michael Maguire. Michael Maguire comes down from the coach's box and he's shaking hands, but you can tell that. Well, he can. If you look at his body, you look at his hands, he's shaking because he knew I was this close to getting sacked. I'm not even a Fijian or have any sort of feelings towards them, but at the moment I do feel a bit good for them. We got very close. But I think certainly this Taruva, the fullback for Fiji, there'll be lots of clubs lining up for him. And Joseph Mardu's been awarded man of the match. And he looks like he just had a brush with death. He does. Thank God the match is over. We survived. Well, that's my first ever live stream where I've live streamed the match. And it's the first time I've ever done play-by-play commentary for the full 80 minutes. So let me know if you thought if I did all right or not. So Joseph Mardu, man of the match. New Zealand 24, Fiji 18. They play against Australia at Ellen Road next week. It'll have to be a lot better. But I hope you enjoyed this live stream tonight. I'm going to leave you all now. Oh, thank you, Bosca. Thank you. I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to have to order some food. So thanks for tuning in for this live stream. I might do another one in the future, but thanks everyone that tuned in tonight and left comments. It's been much appreciated. And if you haven't already done so, go ahead and subscribe to the Rugby League History channel. And once again, thanks to everyone that's watched tonight. So anyways, I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch us all later in the next one. All right, tatty bye for now.